Greetings, fellow Centurions. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Biotech, We Are Legion. Episode 38, Toxbox. And Bryce, his genes just finished regrowing, which means he can be re-xenogermed with a different xenogerm. So hopefully I do extract strong immunity from one of these Neanderthals. And I think what I'm going to do, just so that I don't have to do with the Neanderthal population that I have, is start to kill them off. Because they do require food. Although not a lot. Neanderthals do eat cheaply at a hunger rate of 80%. But they do require food, so I'm going to kill Basculo on this scan and then start... next time I scan, like, let's say Toxo, I'm going to double scan Toxo, then double scan Regobre, so on and so forth. Just to process them faster. I'm run out of patience. In other words, I'm also going to add 2 new banks to be able to store these new genes in here. Do we need to scan their brains to make Mechanator stuff? Yeah, I do have 2 extra high subcores, so I have the capacity to make at least 2 more high mechs if I need it. I guess what I could do is the last 2 people that get scanned, I'll rip their brains or something like that. There we go. Now these are all slightly impressive. About 64 or 65 apiece. Same with all these bedrooms. Except for this one? It's like lower. Oh, because it has fewer cross sections to it. But that's whatever. So what I really need right now is steel. We are basically steel starved, and Scorpio and Turtle are my miners, as well as one of the guests, I think. Oh, J-Fed, who's in the regen pod. So now that Scorpio is out of hospital bed, we should start to see him, deep drill. So he's deep drilling uranium. I'm going to flick this off to force him to go to the steel. I like how we're slowly, accidentally converting these guys to our own ideology just by being around them. They kind of hate it, but I like it. Okay, poor social and aggressive. I can sell that because I think individually I have that. No, I have poor social bound with Hulk body. But that's basically isolated because Hulk body is just cosmetic. Alright, Toxo, it's your turn. I just saw the indicator that your genes have regened. So, you're gonna get double scanned. And Turtle's out of hospital bed, so not a single one of our colonists are now sick, which is good. Guests, pseudo guests, but not our own. What can we do about idleness? I don't have enough money or influence rather to call in a trade caravan, so. We need to get the transport pods up and running again so that I can maybe send... This time I want to send Smoke Leaf, Hemogen, and Corsets, because I have so many Corsets that I could gift for a relationship. Cataphract armor is done. Go back to Circadian Influence. And Regobre will be the next rip scan. I don't know what I could do with my idle guys. You know what? Mostly they are constructors. So how about deconstruct whatever garbage is out here from ruins and raids and sieges. Oh, but not my own walls. So they're at least doing something. I doubt it will actually be of any use. And then I can also smack around some of the debris to get slag. And if I really want them to do something productive, I can put them on stone cutting. Because right now only mechs are allowed to stone cut. Not a lot of debris off these warwalkers. But those warwalker legs have offered cover to enemies, so I don't know. I'm happy to get rid of them, I guess. That way, Repair-a-while raiders can't hide behind them. And then it says I have nowhere to haul the chunks. So mech corpses are also going to include slag. Reduced pain, poor social. Okay, let's kill you. I really want immunity. That's what I'm gunning for. It's just not happening. Oh, Civil's making components. Cataphract helmets are actually cheaper to make than Locust armor considerably, so I'll show you the cost. Cat helmets are 50 plasteel and advanced component. Whereas Locust Armor is 120 plasteel, 3 advanced components, 10 uranium, 3 components, and 100 chem fuel. So I will make them in sets, but I suspect I'm going to get a lot more Cataphract helmets than I get anything else. And the first set is probably going to go to JFed. So that JFed could take a little bit better, being a brawler. Something else that I might want to consider making is if I have enough bionic legs in my people, I could also make... what is it called? I can make Phoenix Armor. So Phoenix Armor renders you close to being fire immune. You mix Phoenix Armor with the fire-resistant gene that the Impids have, this fire resistance, and you basically won't take damage from fire all that much, which then allows them to fight in the fires, aided by the Diabolus. Ooh. Lover of Ambus and its Breach Raid. Bunch of tribals. Okay. I'm actually going to have the archers fight. I mean, they were sent here to help me fight, so why not employ them? Here's an assault rifle. You might not know how it works, but here's a heavy SMG. I'll have you try to figure that out. So if they're breachers, it looks like they're going for my front door, which is going to be really annoying, because that's going to do a lot of damage to my defense walls that I spent money on. Kind of annoyed by that. Oh no, they're breaching somewhere else. Let's pivot. I need my shooters here like ASAP so that I can keep them off the walls, because they're just going to break. I think here is their breach spot. So I'm going to have my... I'm going to have Yvonne just wait. Alright, get lighting. And here comes the brawlers. I might want to fall back north of the wall and draw them in into more favorable fighting position for me. Also using the mechs to tank rather than my people. Because that way they can't breathe fire as easily. If I put a little space, because Impids, of course, will breathe fire on me. Klein, come on back so I can manually order glitch. Oh, actually, it's not Klein, it's Scorpio. Come on back so I can order glitch into brawl position. So if they do breach here, they're going to have a hell of a time getting through those mega mechs. Because those mega mechs are fireproof. Oh, this door closed. Oops. Let's open it back up. Okay, they are going for this door, so I'll move my shooters over there then. And close this one instead. It's got a little bit of fire, but nothing too bad. Although Scorpio and Klein are going for a good run. If I could... Yeah, shield... Let's have you put the fire out on my side of the wall. Except for Scorpio, like, ran so far away I can't even issue orders to you. There we go, fire foam pop. Alright, so now the fire won't be a problem because we've fire foam popped. And yeah, this is just a choke point filled with giant mechs, and they're fleeing. Easy peasy. Okay, undraft everyone, because we want to stay as healthy as we can in preparation for the mech cluster fight. So that mech cluster fight is going to be a tough one. And there's a big pile of people here to be captured. Don't mind if I do. Well, if I can get the components, there's a lot of brains to rip scan. And Shield, you are... Yeah, go over to the prison, because there's going to be plenty of people to doctor over there. Okay, I don't think the wounds that I suffer... Oh, I burned off a toe. I think it's probably the worst wound that anyone has right now, yeah. Oh, really? Really, Randy? My freshly... Oh, I hate you. Alright, Vice, get to work. Don't sew it, just cut it. Cute that you call this fire, watch this. Yeah, that's pretty much what the Diabolus did. It's like, oh, you think you're flaming. Boy, you don't know the half of it. Flame on! Hey, Tar. Thanks for the resub. I have been keeping you alive, man. My absolute best I can. So it looks like at some point I'm going to need to get Klein a new foot or leg. Oh, why are you offline? Why are you in control? Oh, because Scorpio took off the visors. Where'd you put it? Where's the array? Do you just, Array headset. Please haul there. I don't know where he put it. I hope it didn't burn up. That'd be annoying. I'll try to spot it. One problem I have with the new shelves is it can be really tricky to find specific things. So what ends up happening if you don't have the bandwidth is robots go uncontrolled, and they can go uncontrolled for a fair bit of time, but if you don't bring them back into control, what ends up happening is they go rogue, and they will join the mech hive if not brought under control again. Oh my lord, this is bloody. Okay, we got robust off you. Regobre, you're oh, that's not Regobre. Regobre, you're next. I'm gonna high priority haul, and maybe someone will grab the array headset. Worst case scenario, I can make another one, a new one, but I'm a little worried that the mechs that I have right now will go AWOL and join the mech hive, because I don't have the components to make a new one just yet. I think we prevented everyone in here from being sanguinated. No one died from blood loss. Even though I wasn't all that attentive. It just worked. Which is cool. Seriously, where did your array... Did you just take the array headset off in the middle of that fire and just, like, leave it? I think he did. Because it would have popped up by now, I think. Alright, whole lot of infections. I'll probably just scan murder these Impids, so I'm not going to worry about their infections, because I'll just scan them to death. It's in the ritual... Oh, yeah, it is in the ritual room. Cool. Thanks for that. Alright, so Scorpio, toss that on. And now, if you take a look at, like, the tunneler, for instance, is being controlled. What happens if there's no mech hive and uncontrolled mechs join? I'm not really sure. They will go... They will... maybe they go feral. I don't know. I don't have the answer to that. Wish I did. So let's go ahead and reduce the high priority hauling now that I found it. Or you guys found it. I didn't find anything. I combed the woods and I found nothing. Or desert. Where's my Kirby? Oh, it's coming. Get in there, Kirby. You're needed. Oh my god, are you ever needed in here? Death on Xbox. Thanks for tuning into a stream, man. You can never get service? That sucks. I used to live somewhere where my service was spotty. It's sad. Especially given how wired I am. Terminally online. You know how it is. Oh, so I think those Impids brought in heal root with them, which is kind of nice. One of them must have had heal root in their pockets and raided with it. So that's great. That pays the bills. T-minus 9 days, or 10 days, for the giant raid. Also looks like we have some corpses to tend to. I'll have Bryce do it. This steel stockpile is just about tapped. I'm just gonna fire spew it. Lazy. Too deep infestation. Aw, shucks. Well, maybe we'll get some chem fuel out of it or something. Oh, and a pollution retaliation. Okay. Well, that just got complicated. Because that's, what, like 100 enemies or something? 105? Sorry, deep drills, but you're going to be on your own. I should have tried to uninstall them or something, but it's too late for that. So it looks like the mechs that I have did get repaired, which is good. I don't have any mechs damaged. And then these guys are not breachers, because they don't have breach axes. These bugs might actually cut off the... Well, you know what? Let me see about getting them on fire. There might not be enough time to affect... Oh, you know... Let's use the tox. Yeah. Let's test out the tox packs. So all I need to do is to flip-flop these doors here, and we'll set them into the tox traps. Oh, shoot. This door needs to get flipped, and I just lost the opportunity to do that. So, Bryce, you do it. Jump over. Close that door. Done. Cool. No. Don't use that cannon. Stop it. Just punch. Alright, so now this door has been flip-flopped, so the only valid path is the right side tox traps. And we'll see about the tox traps. We'll see if they work. The advantage of the tox traps is it doesn't require preparation ahead of time. The disadvantage is it's relatively expensive, resource-wise. But as you can see, it farts out all around it. And really rapidly adds toxic buildup to those that trigger the traps. So I think that we likely won't even have anything to do to this raid. That's my prediction, is basically they don't make it through the traps and they all die. But in case I'm wrong, I will prepare for that possibility. But yeah, I really don't think they're making it through here. If you take a look, they're already minor and climbing moderate. Strong melee damage. Yeah, that's not bad. You are going to go back in for another ride. Friend, enjoy. Alright, so one of them caught on and is trying to break the door. Which is pretty easy to fix, because I'll just fix it from the other side. And I definitely added more tox traps than is needed. The toxins do evaporate, or whatever, dissipate. Oh, they're sort of warp jumping now. But yeah, they're not making it through that. In fact, I need to back up with Bryce, because he's in the fart gas now, too. And they're all dead. All collapsed. They're done. Bye. I would say that maze was just about perfect. So there is both sides used. And that Mega Spider was actually kind of nice, slowing them down. Yeah, absolutely. Alright. Everyone dismissed, because that was easy. A lot of dead bodies. So obviously the tox maze won't work on wasters, because wasters are immune to toxins. There might be some... yeah, these two might survive. Bryce, capture... Ooh, I need more beds. If you wanted to min-max it, what you could do is you could design a maze that, like, gets them knocked out, but then the gas dissipates so that you could capture them. If you wanted to, like, do real science and figure out exactly what the right numbers are. I didn't do that here. I just gassed them. Because I was more concerned about having to fight 105. The disadvantage is they're all rotted corpses. Because, right, they died of toxic buildup. So, very, very, very hideous for our people to look at. Because our guys do not like rotted corpses. Except for... Do we have any bloodlust? Oh, Diamond, what are you running from? Oh, there is a bug here. Oh, hi. Spelopede. JFed, you are out in 2.3 days. Maze reminds you of a bad historical event? Yes. Should I build crematoriums? Yes or no? So if I'm not mistaken, let me double check, but if I'm not mistaken, the hauler bots can halt and cremate. So that is basic mech tech. Where is basic mech tech? Lifter bots are able to do cremation bills. So yeah, I have 4 lifter bots and they can do cremation bills. So I could more or less automate the process or removal process of bodies, dead bodies from my mazes and my own territory by setting up crematoriums for the hauler bots to automatically cremate to. And that way there's not really a lung rot risk because lifter bots don't get lung rot. So I'll give you 2.5 minutes to vote on that. I don't think it would be... I don't have a lot of components, but I don't think it would be too many resources in order to allocate for that. It's a pretty reasonable thing for us to possibly work on. So 9.5 more days for the guests, and only about 2 days for JFET. Oh, Turtle, don't take their beer. There's no way that beer isn't skunked. Did the drill survive? They did! 2% left. Holy cow. What a drill, baby. What a drill. But they did survive. Well, you almost took his nose. And he almost took your leg. And you just share a beer and make up? It's like, I would like that. So one of the vulnerabilities I have here is that there are weapons that are propping doors open, rendering the maze... Oh god, don't step over the traps. Rendering the maze a little bit less effective. Also, I am going to have my people avoid this area. My humans. Because that is a lot of lung rot, and it's going to get them killed. Robots don't matter, but my people are no longer going to be allowed in there. That's a super fun site. Not FUN, FUND. A little different. Can they trigger traps? I think they can trigger deadfalls or spike traps, but not these types. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that might be the case. Yeah, now this is a lung rock trap. Yeah, exactly. I guess hypothetically you could fill a maze full of corpses and just like try to lung rot. I don't know how fast lung rot works though. It might not be fast enough to be effective as a defensive mechanic. Okay, and you guys do want crematoriums, so likely the quantity of corpses that I'm going to have is mostly going to be down here, so I will do 2 granite crematoriums and put them, let's see, maybe not like that, like 1 and 2. And then all I really need to do is to set up the crematorium so that the bills for them can only be operated by mechs, and that way no humanoid can go and do that, unless they're lung rot immune, which I don't have anyone immune to lung rot right now. I don't think. Oof, that is gross. Strong melee damage, strong immunity. So the strong melee damage, unfortunately, is coupled. I wish it wasn't. Because I don't need to give strong melee damage to my Impids. Because Impids always suck at melee unless you give them... Well, actually, that would... No, I take that back. Because it would override their weak melee. So that could be a gene pack worth doing. Not that I plan on ever having a brawling Impid. But if we did, let's take a look. Let's say we did psychically dull, aggressive, or poor social, aggressive, poor animals. I'm going to need a complexity modifier here. And then we could give them... strong melee damage and strong immunity to offset the poor melee or weak melee damage and the weak immunity. And then... yeah, let's prototype this. I'm going to save this template as a kilo fighter. But Peter, your last name was Pobel, so I'm going to call this the Pobel instead. I think that's Poebel, is that it? And let's make you look Impid. Add robust. I think adding robust would kick the complexity up, and I'd need a gene assembler. But yeah, maybe I'll do that. I'll wait until I have a gene processor to be able to make more complex xenogerms. Good lord, that's nasty over there. Alright, just start extracting them. We have some prisoners that are going to die from infections, but if you stick them in here, I don't think the infections continue while they're... No, they do. Okay, never mind. They'll probably just die then. The tree is doing a pretty good job. Not keep it up with our production of waste packs, but it's at least something. Slow passive removal. Imagine if a trade caravan came and like hung out around these corpses. Oh my god. That would be hilarious in a really bad way, I guess. Must smell wretched? Oh, I cannot imagine. So you are probably dead. 99 infection? Yeah, you're done. I'm not going to bother trying to lop off your arm. No chance. I'm also completely out of vegetables at the moment. Oh, right. I still have blight that we haven't cleaned up and cleared. So I'm going to unsuspend the simple meals and make them out of meat that is not human or insect. It's fine for our pigskins to eat raw, but like no one else. So it'd be really good if Diamond, I'm gonna have to wake you up because we don't have meals right now. Let's finally get this blight under control. The corpse stockpile is just about full, so I'm going to have to clear that. I wonder if the partial antitoxal lungs also offers a partial lung rot resist. I don't know for sure. I do know that that detoxifier lungs will render you lung rot immune, I think. Yes, and prevents lung rot in this lung. So I don't know if the... Additionally, they build up rot stink exposure slower. Okay, so yeah, there's the answer. Hussars are slightly lung rot resistant. But now that it's cold, these guys aren't off-gassing lung rot anymore anyway. You food poison... Oh, okay. If you're food poisoning, just don't. I didn't notice. I was like, why is it taking foxes so long? What is lung rot? Rotting corpses outgas a poisonous lung rot. And lung rot can kill you if you're exposed to it for too long. Think of it as like amped up toxic fallout, but localized to corpses. So, definitely something to be avoided. But now that they're not outgassing lung rot, I'm going to unrestrict everybody. Because the risk of that is over. Complex food. Okay. Randy, you're just messing with me with these names. Ah, Turtle and Peter are getting married. Tortoise and the hare. Their happily ever after is a wedding, not a race. And this time, everybody except for JFed is in attendance. There's always someone that's left out of the wedding. Always, 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 without fail. I think out of caution, I'm going to harvest... Oh, still some blight. I'm going to harvest the hops early because it's just too cold for it to grow. All right, so the blight's done. The vows are being exchanged. And this should help with mood considerably. Oh, yes. I need to get this Mech Commander helmet off of Klein ASAP. Oh, here we go. They're rotting again because they're not frozen. So I'm going to keep everyone on a void for now. So I don't have humans get lung rot. Really? Oh, okay, good. No, the marriage ceremony finished. Stupid prisoner going berserk. Shield is trying to patch up them in the middle of the fight. No, just join the fight, Shield. Throw hands, man. There. Fight's over. Scorpio came in and adjudicated some justice. Almost cutting the torso out. Well, not almost, but like halfway. There is space here. So, let's say... Ambus, it's going to be you. Still don't have my transport pods, dang. I need components badly. All the electrical stuff is breaking down. I just don't have the components to repair it. Oh, well, I'm an idiot. Why did I let Civil, the freaking robot, start a cataphract helmet? That's a terrible idea. We do have a exotic goods trade. Alright, things I can sell. Great melee, high libido I'll keep, Sidal, and strong shooting I'll keep. I don't need 2 copies of poor social. I don't need... reduced pain, poor social is not a terrible combo. I don't need 2 copies of robust. So we have a separate copy of strong melee damage. That's good. Our pain doll is coupled with poor social. I think that's fine. Hey, they have Arca capsules. So this one is strong immunity and scarless. Oh, that's really, really good. I'm not going to have any money left over. I think I'll just take the Archite capsule. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'll sell the shield core. And... some ambrosia. And then buy a little Nutriamine. Oh, I had an okay amount of Nutriamine. Not great. So with that Archite capsule, that's going to allow me to use Deathless. So I can give Deathless to someone. So that might be good for Bryce to have, given that he's our dear leader. Or Klein, one or the other. Klein's genes are still regrowing for another year and a third. So it's probably better for... Oh, I see where my components are going. Yeah, I'm going to halt the EMP shells. That's what they're all getting used up to. This kill box really needs to get reset. All these weapons need to get hauled out. But it's only really safe for robots to do. So here's another bank. And then we'll get the processor so that I can assemble more complex xenogerms. JFed, you're out in 13 hours. And then these guests are here for just another week. So that mech cluster's coming way at the end of the week, I guess. Oh, maybe here it is. Okay, that looks like a double-sized mech cluster. We have got 3 gunners, 2 burners, 3 blasters, 4 mech drop beacons, 4 capsules, a countdown activator. I don't see low or high shields here. So that's one vulnerability this thing has, where I can shell it looks like. So the avoid zone here is going to get updated. And then mechs are going to abide by the avoid zone. No, actually, I don't really need to do that. So this is a fog controller. That's going to be annoying. Their weak point, I would say, is they only have 2 pikemen. I don't know what's going to come down on the drop beacons. But I think, actually, the best way to do this, to manage this raid, is to try to have a pollution retaliation. So that I have a bunch of, like, Neanderthals trying to bash the mechs for me. Which means I need to get my transport pods up. But I'm pretty sure this is the ×2 mech cluster. It would be... Okay, the other thing I'm going to want to do is to haul the Archite capsule and the Neuturamine in before I forget. What I'm going to do with my tox packs? For now, I'm feeding them to a Pollux tree and sending some of them. I have been launching in the Royals. I've sent tox packs to the Royals. I don't know, like hundreds of them already. Even if they do want to fight me about it. Cold tolerant. All right, let's kill you then. I guess I didn't check if I wanted to recruit any of these guys. Nudist? Nah. Chemical fast? No. Underground or jealous? Nah. Kind, dumb labor? No. 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 Beautiful and super immune? And a good cook, but, like, not great at melee. And this is already someone I've, like, stripped the legs off of. So, nope. No recruits. Never mind, I take it back. Does Toxpax ruin relation with other factions? It does, yes. You can't be polluting people without penalty. Now, one way to mess with this mech cluster pretty good is for a coordinated attack where we wake them up, and then with the people with jump packs, we hit all three blasters. Blasters being probably the strongest of the mechs in this cluster, with Insanity Lances. Because most of the turrets here are Inferno, there's only 2 auto-charge turrets, and then the blasters would fight the burners and the gunners. So that might be a way to sort of divide and conquer, if you will. But I have about 3.5 days to manage that. I'm going to fully rearm my slug turrets for kind of obvious reasons. Really need my transport pods up. Surprise. Oh, you're down here, breaking stuff down. If I could get transport pods, I could throw some pollution at the Shattered Empire and try to piss them off to goad an attack. And that might make it possible to have Tox Pack Brutality. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do that, but not. I'm gonna do it to the Neanderthals, because there's a higher likelihood that if I throw the Tox Packs at the Shattered Empire, they're just gonna send more Tox Packs my way, which I'd rather not have. I'd rather have a bunch of Neanderthals come zug try to smash that cluster. There's another thing I could do to the cluster. If I waited until midday, I could hit an animal pulsar and have a bunch of these animals try to smush the cluster as well. That would be a viable. I mean, they probably wouldn't get a lot done, but you know, maybe if I initiate Insanity Lances on the blasters and then did the animal pulse once my people were clear, combining those 2 attacks could be successful. So, Tarmarin, I have work for you. And JFED's out. No more Scar, and Bionic Arm, Bionic Leg. Good. Thank you for watching We Are Legion, which originally streamed live on Twitch November 27th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my gaming community, Rhadamant.com also has a link to Discord, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. I'll catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Stay safe out there, my fellow Legionnaires.